You mocked the Taylor Swift story earlier.
Oh, did I?
Yeah, a little bit. You
No,
said, I can't believe CNN's covering this.
No.
And,
the coverage that's a big deal. That is the biggest selling ticket day in all of history. I mean, it's amazing. But what really caught my attention, the reason why I did it was because Amy Klobuchar got involved.
Yeah, and AOC as well.
Oh, and AOC, too.
AOC was big on this, saying that it's a monopoly. We must break it up.
Oh, God.
Can we... You don't have a constitutional right to see Tay Tay. That's not a thing. It's not in the document anywhere. They don't mention Taylor Swift once. Nowhere in the document do they say you're able to go hear her stupid songs in person. That's not a thing.
I think I could twist the Third Amendment. The Third Amendment.
The Third Amendment?
Yeah.
The one about not quartering soldiers? I don't know.
They quarter the soldiers. I'm going to see Tay Tay.
Well, okay, that might be true,
Yeah,
but they may have to update the... I mean, it's a living document, as we know.
I think it's a living, breathing document, and everybody knows what they were meaning.
But
it's like, comma.
There are people absolutely freaking out over this, that they couldn't get their Taylor Swift tickets yesterday. We have multiple government officials who are saying, oh, look how evil this is, this evil giant corporation that could only sell 2 million tickets in a day to a bunch of concerts around the country. I'm so sorry. Now, of course, a lot of this goes back to the typical artist who says, I want to make sure that the real fans can get in. That's why I'm charging $1 for all these tickets. And then, of course, people buy them and then resell them on the secondary market. If you just charge what they were worth, then you wouldn't have this problem. But no one wants to do that because they make it... They sound mean if they do that, Glenn. They sound mean to their fans if they charge too much for these tickets. Now, look, you want to get some tickets you're going to give away to some of your fans that are really dedicated. You can find a way to do that. But like you're trying, these are price controls. You are artificially lowering the price of these tickets to give to people for $49. Does anyone believe a Taylor Swift ticket in the year 2022 is only worth, or 2023, I guess, is only actually worth on the market $49? Of course not. She's charging these ridiculously low prices for a select, small, tiny group of the tickets she's selling, which is
3.6 million.
Right. She's got a lot of them out there.
Yeah.
Now, of course, she could find a way to just give them away. She's making plenty of money here. Charge the normal price for the other tickets and then give some away to your hardcore fans.
I so care very little about this story that, I mean, the only reason why I brought this story up is they're concerned in the Senate and the House.
Oh, I know.
They're concerned.
It's so ridiculous.
What about Arizona?
They want to go attack, some giant corporation. And they want to attack capitalism. I mean, that's why I care about it. Look.
They also want to stop talking about the failures of everything else.
Yeah, that's true. But think about this for a second, Glenn. There was a time, most of human history, that if you wanted to hear music, what you needed to do was get in front of someone who was playing it, right? All throughout history. Then, through capitalism, innovation, we were able to record the music. And it was very difficult. You had to distribute it, and it got hard. Then we came up with record stores, and we were able to record the music and press it. So there were tons and tons of people who could access this. Any person who had, $10 could go buy first a record and an 8-track and a cassette and a CD.
And in some cases, all of those.
And sometimes all of those.
Yeah.
And you'd go and you'd buy them from the store. And I remember going around from record store to record store to record store trying to find this. And concerts were hard to get into, and they were expensive, and I didn't have the money to it. So
you had to go stand in line.
And you had to go stand in line to get the tickets.
I paid $19 for floor tickets to see Michael Jackson in the Jackson 5.
You're kidding me.
No, Victory Tour.
$19.
$19, and it was an outrage.
People were pissed off. And that's the thing. They're always pissed off.
Yeah.
Now we've come to the point where they're like, oh, well, I don't want to pay. I didn't want to pay for the money. They're too expensive. They're too expensive for the tickets. Then we're to the point now where capitalism has brought us every single piece of music ever recorded for $0.
Yes.
And they're still bitching. Yeah, they're still complaining.
I know.
The same people are like, I don't want to pay $19 for Michael Jackson.
Then don't go.
Then don't go. You don't have a right to go. And by the way, you can get tickets to every other artist on the planet with no problems right now. There's essentially one artist that it's difficult to get tickets for. And this artist, they still sold 2 million tickets in a day. And everyone's talking about breaking the company up. And it's not about Ticketmaster. Everyone complains about Ticketmaster all the time. It's not about Ticketmaster. They are going after freaking capitalism. They are always targeting the same thing. Every time anyone has a bad... Okay. How can you look at this entire picture, Glenn?
I brought this up.
From performing music and having no way for anyone else to hear it, to every song being free and still complain about it.
I only brought this up to say Congress and the Senate are more concerned about a Taylor Swift ticket than the vote in Arizona. Shouldn't they maybe be a little more concerned about the stuff that's in their wheelhouse?
That's the problem, though. AOC thinks
everything.
This stuff is in her wheelhouse.
Yeah, everything is.
She's a victim of everything. She's constantly out there telling everybody
else tired of victimhood?
Oh,
I mean,
God,
I'm just so
worst.
tired. I'm a victim. Shut up. Shut up.
It's so annoying. It's just stop your whining. Everybody's whining about everything all the time. Look, there are real things to worry about, clearly, in this country. But whether you can get Tay Tay tickets or not, it's not one of them. It's not one of them. I'm sorry.
I got to tell you, I think the people in Africa that are starving right now, they would disagree.
They want Tay Tay tickets?
Yeah, they were like on the phone-ish kind of thing that they have over there, trying to get through to Ticketmaster. They couldn't get in. Finally, an affordable ticket for us. We're starving to death in Africa and Ethiopia, and I can't get a ticket.
You know where Taylor Swift isn't playing any concerts? Madagascar. Why? Because everyone there is African American. Is that why? Now it's weird that they'd be African American in Africa, but I don't know how they all became American citizens in this analogy, but they are.
They're African Africans. They're African Africans.
She will not go play for African Africans in an island off the coast of Africa.
I think it's got to stop.
It's got to be racism. Is there any other possibility?
No.
She's skipping the entire continent?
How do you do that?
Yeah, racism.
How do you do that?
That's why.
You're just going to fly over. It's the flyover continent. I get it. Wink, wink, code language, dog whistles.